Before your kids get ready for school, before your kids leave, before your kids get on the bus, before you reach for your kids, before your kids get put into school, before you do a thing from teacher to parent, this is been established before the first bell rings. First, I need a good contact number on you, your cell phone, your home, or where you work. In the event of an emergency, what am I supposed to do if your child gets hurt?
Hey everybody, it's your girl T Gray. Welcome to the Love Below, and I'm sitting here with Se7en The Poet. Super excited. Hey Se7en.
Hi Tiffany.
You guys, he is so stupid and shy. When I first met Se7en, he was touring with Bill Bellamy. And low-key pulled him to the side and said, hey, let me grab this quick interview with you. But it was so loud and so crowded, and we didn't get to finish. But what I can say, though, ladies, he is super, super mindful, super, super sensitive. And he was like, I can't even believe I'm telling you this. So I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of that.
Wait. What's up with this super sensitive stuff?
You
though?
were. Was your cycle on? Was your cycle on?
No.
So you guys, what I ended up doing, because I couldn't use all that awesome footage, but it was great. What I ended up doing was using part of what he had for my What Do Men Want in the Bedroom interview. And one of the things that he said that I thought was so poignant was for you fellas to know your place, and speaking to more of the positive side of men and the representation in the bedroom. So when you said that, what did that exactly mean for you when you said for the fellas to know their place?
You know, a lot of dudes forget to encourage their women and build them up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes don't know that they need to. Y'all require a lot of care, you know what I mean? You have to affirm your lady. You have to let her know that she's doing it right. Or you have to be ready to teach, you know, if she's not doing it right. You know, you know what I'm saying? Can we curse?
You can say whatever you like.
Yeah, you know, you ain't sucking my dick. That don't, no, you still, that don't give you a green light to go step out. You have, when you make that commitment is truly in better or for worse. So if she the best at it or she the worst at it, God forbid, a man has to be a king and lead in that, you know, and teach his lady how to be his mate.
That is very, very true. Very, very important. And one thing that I always talk about is how big communication is. Going into these relationships and having a mate or having somebody long term, whatever the case may be, if you don't begin to have these conversations as to what you want, how you like it, how to do it, if you're not giving step-by-step tutorial, what type of lover do you expect to have? Not everybody comes to bed with their A game, or what their A game is for them might not necessarily fit your mode, fit what you like, fit what you whatever. But you got to take your time. You got to learn your partner. You got to learn your body, and then you have to be able to then teach your partner how to please you. Pleasing a person is not something that just comes around haphazardly. It's not no easy shit. You got to take your time, and if you don't, you ain't gonna get it right.
Right.
You ain't gonna get it right. So. I absolutely love your poetry.
Thank you.
For me, you're like a breath of fresh air to a scene that, you know, deserves a lot of attention. I feel like with poetry, it kind of has its moments where it's like super, super hot and then it kind of chills out, and then super, super hot and it kind of chills out. But I feel like you could really, really be a force in it. How much of your poetry is influenced by sex?
Oh man, the early stuff, all of the early stuff, you know what I mean? I dropped a whole album called Make Me Laugh, Makes Me Cry, and it's all relationships. All that is sex, all that is relationships. All those poems are real experiences from real relationships, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't celibate at the time I wrote that album, so, you know, sex was incorporated, all of it. But now, I just finished a collective called Sexy 365, and so that entire collection is about sex. And so every day you can say something sexual to your mate.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope, but you guys, that's something that we should be doing. That's something that people should really instill in a relationship. Like, I would try that, especially if I had ever gotten to like a rough patch, a stale moment. I would definitely do that. You could probably be repairing relationships, or at least repairing the sexual relationship, and beginning to do that.
I mean, it's not just lay down, let me do this to you.
Of
You know what I'm
course,
saying?
of course.
Sometimes, like women say, especially with y'all, foreplay is a mental thing. And sometimes if there was an argument the night before, foreplay can start the next morning with an apology
Yes.
or a compliment. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or just some medium reach. But the compilation it encompasses everything. And then, there will be amendments. There will be amendments, you know what I'm saying, with things that I may have missed or overlooked or have not experienced. Because once again, all my stuff is organic. It's not any, it'll be marketable. It's not
Right,
that.
right.
I don't do that. My inspiration is raw. It comes from the heart.
Oh, yo, I love that. I do, you guys. I love that, man. It's real talk. Because not everybody comes from that place. You know what I mean? And I think that when you're passionate about what you do, when you believe in what you do, and granted, everybody wants the bag, okay? Let's just not, we do. But that's not our driving force. So
Right.
when you can see that that's not your driving force, and you see it in your work, and you see it in what you do, that's awesome. It really, really is. So what is most important about sex to you?
Man, chemistry. You gotta have that chemistry. You know what I mean? And I found that in those moments where that chemistry, that's when your sexuality is pushed. That's when you explore. That's when you find new things. When that chemistry is present, when that level of confidence is present. You know what I mean? I can tell if, when a girl hits you with the, I don't really be doing this. Oh, you really don't, because you don't know what you're doing. You do not know what you're doing. You can tell, you know what I mean? And so when that chemistry is absent, I know I am more reluctant to say, well, let's do this, or let's try this, or I want to do this, because I already know, she at the kiddie table with it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can't say kids and sex in the same thing. I mean, she a beginner. That's what I mean. She a beginner.
So if you meet a beginner, do you take the time to get her up to expert level? Or do you say, you know what, I need somebody else to meet me at my level?
Once again, that's on chemistry and connection. You know what I'm saying? If I've invested into you prior to sex, I might be more prone to take my time and try to see where it's going to go. But if we make the common mistake, we just met, we hit, then really all it's gonna be is, it was whack, I ain't calling him back no more, or I ain't calling her back no more, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like when you really take your time and nurture the relationship early, absent of sex, which is very sexual, then I find that one is more prone to continue the investment. When you take your time. So if they a beginner in the beginning, if you a beginner in the beginning, though.
He said, look here, I'm gonna need you to get past the amateur, okay? Past that
Yeah,
novice.
come on, dog. Come on, if you're doing whack, you gonna tell your girls how whack he was. And then this is the thing. After you tell your girls how wacky
we might say something.
then next time they see you with him, they gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? So no.
I wish there was cheat codes to this shit, you guys. I do. I wish we could offer you cheat codes.
With chicks, dudes are more lenient. You'll give a chick a couple shots, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it was a bad day. I just, basically, though, I know it's gonna sound corny. I just stay away from it. I just don't do the sex thing right now.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's kind of like.
It's not corny though. I mean, if you are waiting for substance, you know what I mean, or quality versus quantity, it's tens, thousands, millions of bitches you could be out here fucking.
Yeah,
don't you know what I mean? So if I want something more than that, yeah, I would chill out. Why not?
Yeah,
I can get some pussy anytime.
Yeah, my patience. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a part of my maturity and my wisdom. My patience is definitely present. I don't have to do that. I don't have to rush into that. You know, and the crazy part is, I found that more women get frustrated.
Yes, we do.
Because they think you're not attracted to them because they're so used to,
right?
You know, the continuous jab or request of sex or nude pics, and I'm just not that dude.
Do you tell women that from Jump Street so that they know what to expect?
It's always they never believe me.
They don't.
They think it's a joke.
And it's not your fault. That's just because you a dude. It's not your fault.
I get it. And then, you know, I'm highly sexual. I'm one of them dudes that you say, well, how many women have you been with? I'm gonna spend the rest of the month going, oh, one of them dudes. So quite naturally, I would get to this level that I understand.
You maxed out.
Yeah, it's not about quantity, man. And watch this here. Where the fellas are concerned, fellas, your soul is just as important as hers. And we say stuff like, you know, soul ties and all that stuff, and we don't really consider how we throw ourselves out and put ourselves. Yeah, man, protect your spirit, bro. Don't.
Because all pussy ain't good pussy.
Look,
that's just real talk.
Sight.
Everybody is not on your best interest, and that's for men and women. Don't get me wrong, women. I'm not excluding you. I'm not saying that every dude is great. I'm not saying that there's some niggas that straight up trifling and all they want to do is fuck. But on the same time, there's women who's like that too. So if you know that you want more, if you expect more, and you need more, you need to say so.
It ain't even about the girls that just say they want to fuck. It's about the girls that don't know that they have some healing to do. Some
they're
work
damaged.
To do. Yeah, then you lay down with them and you take on that energy, bro. And your shit fucked up and you can't figure out
why.
Nah.
But you didn't even get to know them well enough to know that there's something fucked up about them in the first place.
So fellas, my brothers, my kings, protect your spirit too, man. Fall back some, chill. Ain't nothing wrong with staying at home. Nothing wrong with it. You find you come out better in the long run, you know what I'm saying, by pulling back a little. That might be considered, you know, old man talk, but please.
No, but what you're going to end up with is somebody of quality.
Yeah.
And you're not going to end up with no bullshit. You're going to end up with something that you want, it's something that you need, it's something that matters, as opposed to a fly-by-night, you here for the moment. Not everybody is looking for that. And don't get me wrong, for those of you who are, hey, more power to you, fuck until you drop. I'm all for you. Protect yourself. But for those who do want more and say you're in a system of you keep going through people, but you're not finding that substance, maybe you need to change your game. Maybe you need to change what you're looking for. The energy that you put out, even in that, is exactly what you're going to get back. It's exactly what you're going to get back. So you're going to get somebody amazing. You're going to get somebody patient, and you're going to get somebody that by the time they get that dick, they're going to wear that thing out so bad your head going to be motherfucking spinning. I'm trying to tell you. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. If that's what you're giving off, you're going to get that shit in return. Real talk. Patience matches patience. And one thing about sex, it never has to be rushed. It's not one of those things that, you gotta just go jump into it. Patient sex is some spectacular shit. To go through a phase of even being tantric, and like you saying how your foreplay can start with just a good morning, just a whatever, to go through those phases, and it's that soft touch, and it's that hug, it's that whatever, when you're that level of intimacy, and then you finally get it, motherfuckers' heads is spinning. There's some furniture fucking moving in that place. Okay? I've been there.
Yeah, I wanted to stay there.
Just letting y'all know. That's some real talk. And people don't think about that. It's always, oh, I'm trying to hit, I'm trying to hit, I'm trying to hit, I'm trying to hit. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? Chill out.
Women be totally thrown off, you know, with me with that. Because that's not, you know. I was talking to some chicks earlier and I was saying, they were like, well, you know, would you invite a chick to your house on the first date? I was like, yeah, I don't mind doing that. Because I know she's safe. And then they were like, on the first day, I was like, yeah, usually by the first date, we've talked for weeks, months before she comes to the house. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then the thing is, you know, I got a couple get out of jail free cards. You know, I'm in entertainment, so I'm in clubs every week. That's not where I want to entertain you.
Right.
You saw what happened tonight. Imagine if I had called you out on a date.
Right.
No, this is not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it'd have been like, oh, he trying to show off for me at the show. No, I'm working.
Right.
I know you tired.
Like a motherfucker.
Cause I'm spent, you know what I'm saying?
But this is the life though.
Right, it's the life. And then, you know, some chicks will never see that. Some chicks would have just stood there and just been jealous. Wouldn't have jumped in and helped. And it was, you know, I've had chicks say, oh, all them women, I know it's groupies.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, you guys.
Not what people think.
Tonight, T. Gray has been wife, mother, sister, security, cashier, assistant. I mean, everything you can imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, this is about to be for life right here, just off of tonight, okay? When you see Se7en 20, 30 years from now, him and T. Gray still gonna be cool as shit,
Hey, man,
okay?
look.
But
Yeah.
it was a lot. It was a lot. And nobody really gets to see that other side and really understands that's just because it's thrown at you don't mean that that's what you want. Doesn't mean that that's what you go after.
Right.
Doesn't mean that all pussy ain't good pussy. Fuck it, I said it earlier. Somebody put that shit on the shirt. All pussy ain't good pussy. Okay? It is what it is. Just because it's there don't mean you got it, want it, gotta have it. It's the same thing with dudes. And when they say, oh, you know somebody thirsty, I didn't even really realize until this year, maybe last year, that men are thirsty. I didn't know. You guys, I didn't know. I was out of the game, and I just didn't know. But
Very thirsty.
that shit is unreal. But when you see it and when it's constantly at you, you could throw dick at me all day. It doesn't mean I want it. These lips was made for sexual healing. That doesn't mean you gonna fucking get it. You like that? You gonna write a whole poem about that shit.
Oh my God.
Swept the fucking
No one warned me.
You were warned when you watched my interviews. Now see, this is why you have to watch my interviews in full, because you get the full on T. Gray experience, okay? I'm super, super honest. I'm gifted, okay? But that doesn't mean that just because I enjoy pleasing my mate, whatever, that, oh, anybody who walk by, no. I need quality. I need substance.
I don't want it if everybody.
That's how you know we're getting older, too. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of cat daddies, a lot of sugar mamas out there just throwing that shit around.
A lot of my pullback
You know what I'm
was
saying? That
I
you
just
was
didn't
getting
have the
older.
energy. I didn't have the energy, you know what I'm saying? I'm empire building. So I don't have the energy for a meaningless relationship. My time is so valuable to me, you know what I'm saying? A shot of ass, no. I'm not putting my energy or my time towards that. I've had that, I've done that. It's never been successful. In fact, it's one of the most profound wastes of my time. When I do the homework and do the math and look back. So let's say insanity is doing the same thing over, expecting different results. I work out. That's my life. I'm okay with that. Mind my business, drink water.
Mind his business, and he drinks water.
And
White women drink his water too. You guys, I gotta share this story because this shit was funny as hell. White lady married us today, you guys. We got married. We got married. And then she drank my husband's drink. And then security came. I was ready to fuck her up for drinking my husband's drink.
You got HSV1. That was the first thing I heard, and I was like, oh, shit.
That's the only thing that came to mind. That bitch probably had herpes in her mouth. She done married us and drank my husband's drink, and now he got herpes in the mouth.
No, I ain't know, because I ain't take another one. I ain't take another sip.
She didn't give a fuck, though. She just came over behind the table. I want to have something.
Now, watch it. Now, if I came home and I said, "Babe, this girl just drank out my drink. Why that bitch is close enough to get me?" But you were there, so you know. Like I did nothing to prompt that, warrant.
Wasn't even paying her no mind, okay? You over trying to sell a shirt doing some whole other shit.
And
Like,
and it just comes just like that. You never know, y'all.
That shit is hilarious to me.
What is I just saw people at our table standing up. It's good.
So, last thing. Your best piece of sex advice.
Protect your spirit. Protect yourself. Protect your soul, man. The power of them soul ties is. And I hate to sound corny and cliche, man.
It's not corny. It's not cliche. You got to take that process out of your mind before you preface what you say. Because when you preface what you say with that, it's like you almost have to then convince yourself again before you say it.
It's not that I'm saying it to me though. It's that I heard it so many times, and it was not until I realized the damage that was being done to myself, to the person I was sleeping with, the multiple women that I had slept with over a period of time, all that exchange of pain, incompleteness, despair. Man, sex is way more powerful than we give it credit for. Yeah, we did the recreational thing. I don't play them kind of games anymore. It's too much at risk. Be careful out there, kids.
Children.
Yeah.
Be safe from HSV1 and type 2.
This lady married. She wildin' in here, yo.
Joe, that nigga don't never let her out the house. I'ma just go and say that. Can y'all husbands, boyfriends, whatever, let your women go out? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? This bitch is crazy. Cause she ain't been out in I don't know how long. She done drink up half the bar.
Go home and say what she not.
She drunk as shit. She been drinking shit half the night. Okay? Loud, obnoxious. I'm waiting on this white girl to stand on the table and start taking off some clothes.
I'm not over my food.
She better not. She better not, because if she get the HSV anywhere on my husband's plate.
Can you stop? With the HSV on my food and shit. Why ain't never on your plate?
You can't mess up the greatness.
You was one over there flirting with her. If you ever want to go out with her.
Guess what? I did say she could be my white girlfriend.
You said that.
Yes, I did.
You played.
You know why I said that? Let me tell you why I said that. You didn't even see that I was blocking, that I was standing in between you and her as you passed so that she wouldn't say nothing to you directly. That was my That was my block.
Hit her with the highs.
That was my block.
She hit her with the highs.
I just You ain't see? She's just back there crying. I don't know what the fuck she doing.
Oh my God.
So, thank you guys. Thank you, Se7en. I appreciate it. This has been awesome, you guys. I wanted to end with a little bit of poetry because what I loved. The bitch dancing. She's humping the wall. Okay.
Oh, here she comes.
I wanted to get a little bit of my brown sugar masterpiece.
No, I'm gonna send you.
But my white girlfriend is on her way.
I'm gonna send you if she turns. I'm gonna send you one of the poems from 365.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it.
I love it to add it to this. It was great. He was so awesome tonight, you guys. I love to see good, positive energy on stage, and Se7en brings it. He was actually talking to teachers. Shout out to his host, I Teach. Okay, and they enjoyed it, and it's so good to see that people who work hard for us, people who take care of our kids, get an opportunity to let their hair down and enjoy. And he tore it up, Eddie B tore it up. It was great. It was great. I got married. And I got a white girlfriend. So success.
But HSV.
She's not kissing anything over here. Okay. Or drinking on none of my cups at all.
Y'all, can I go eat?
Nah, nigga. Eat.
Bye, y'all. If you're cold, I could come over. Heat it up a bit. Yeah, heat it up real quick. Open your furnace and get that pilot light lit. No questions, no guessing, no games. Or you could come over to my space for the fireplace. I love to put some wood in those flames. You coming?